Yo, 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 welcome, LeLeeson here, and I'm going to be uploading this video, which is going to be a quick update on how the project has been doing since it has just about started. I say just about, it's been started for about 1.5 days. So it's been going for a small little while, but you will have known I've been pushing this project all over everywhere I can online, and it's been in the plans for quite a while. We did well on running up to this and getting everything organised. We had around 400 people in the Discord ready to go when this launched. So from starting, we've done incredibly well. We've had a lot of good comments, a lot of positive comments, a lot of compliments on how well things have been doing. The players seem to be very relaxed, and it's nice they've been commenting on how structured and well organised things are, and the fact they don't have to worry about the basic leadership stuff they had to worry about in previous service, which was exactly the goal we had, was to make sure things were organised and they were directed and navigated into boosting their account as well as they can do without having to worry about the boring usual shite and diplomatic problems they usually do. So it's been a nice smooth start for them. As I said, we're about 1.5 days in. Our power levels are pretty good. What we've achieved in a small period of time is more than most servers, most projects will do. So I'm very happy with that. Our power level's good. Our activity is good. Our behemoth, we did incredibly quick. Most projects will always take over the day to get the frame. However, we managed to grab the frame, I believe, within 12 to 14 hours of starting the project. So it was incredibly quick. We did it on 2 runs. So I'm very happy on how that turned out, to be able to get the frame within less than 1 day and near enough half a day, when most projects will usually take over a day. So great news there. I will show the power levels in a minute. But as I mentioned, I'm very happy with how things have gone, and to say we're only 1.5 days in and we've progressed so far is great. I think the only downside of this, which isn't something that we or myself can help at all, we're trying to help as much as we can, but ultimately comes down to the game, is it's a shame there isn't as much competition as I would have liked in Season 1. Not stating I wanted to do any fighting or anything like that, or any civil wars, but it would have been nice to have more players and more alliances which could have competed, which then could have resulted in a diplomatic conversation of everyone unifying as one. So that's the only downside I have. We have 1 or 2 alliances in the server which you could say competing, but our alliance alone is more than those 2 alliances together. But it could be they merge with us in the future. So other than that, everything's gone pretty well. As I mentioned, I think we've just gone over 1.5 days into the project. So I'll run through the power and how the alliance is doing. The alliance is doing incredibly well. We're already at 56 million power. Our tech is building quickly. We're now on divine level 2, so our members is going up pretty quickly. As most people will know, especially in leadership or anyone who's done a project, the biggest problem when you do a project which has a lot of people in it, like the biggest thing you want in a project is a lot of people joining, because then you have stability and you have more assurance on how well it's going to be. But the problem you will then have from there is, as soon as your project starts, you're capped on the amount of people you can allow in your alliance, and then you have to make sure everyone's happy even though they can't get into the alliance. So we've had a few people which have been upset, but not many compared to what most projects will do. And I will put that down to us giving information to our players and members way in advance, saying this is what's going to happen. Don't worry, you are going to be kicked at some point if you're going offline, to help filter players through so we can build credits, which will help us then build the fortress, which will then help us take the bear quicker, and all of that worked perfectly well. As I mentioned, we had the frame within half a day, which is quite unheard of for a lot of servers. So because of clarity and clear communication, we haven't had too many problems. Any players which aren't in our alliance at the moment are sitting in the academy, or they're just chilling in a different alliance right now, which will help them develop. And as more and more member slots open, they're being taken straight away by our members, which is great. So this is how our alliance is doing at the moment. Just shy of 60 million. Territory 10, alliance gift 13. I know a lot of people are holding for Strongest Lord event, especially with pushing power and buying bundles, and when the event comes you have the Canara wheel. So it's not too bad at the moment, considering there's a lot of people who hasn't pushed. We're doing very well for power. I will go on to the power levels now very quickly, where you will see the top power at the moment is Ikara. I have no idea. I will be butchering that name, so I apologize. And then it's myself, and then #Cav, Kyle, and CTC. So we're doing quite well on power, considering no one has even I'm not going to say no one has even fully pushed yet. A lot of people hasn't fully pushed yet. Let me get the words out of my fucking mouth. So a lot of people haven't pushed yet because of Strongest Lord event, which is coming later this week. And once they do, we'll get to have a good full view on how our power and players actually look. But at the moment, you know, I pushed T4 on day one. As I mentioned, I would do for a long period of time. Ikara. Kill me now. I cannot say that name to save my life. Has pushed T4 as well. He was a little after me, or she. I think they probably unlocked them just after one day. And then the rest are going to push them afterwards. But at the moment, I mean, we have 17 players over 1 mil. We have quite a few players. We have about 20 players close to 1 mil within 1.5 days. So, you know, that's incredibly well. We go to the top 100, and the top 100 is 537. So over 500,000 in 1.5 days. So I'll take that. I think that's incredibly good. You look at annoyingly, we can't see the Alliance rankings just because the Augustone don't allow you so early, so we have to manually do this. But as you're seeing ourselves, we was on 56. Our second alliance, Crowned in Ashes, is on 40 million as well, so we're close to 100 million between two alliances in 1.5 days. And then you have the competition. We can say competition for now because nothing's confirmed with them, which is GOK. This was I think this was 2 projects. Each GOK here you see with the different lettering they were 2 different projects from what I understand, and I think they realized to compete with us they were going to have to merge together, so then they created this GOK alliance. So we have 2 of them here, but as they're doing well when you look at it, considering the amount of time. But from what I understand, CIB alone is those 2 alliances together. So they're 28.2. And then when you go to the next one, you have 27. So that's 55. So yeah, it's about our power. And then what else is there to see? I mean, we're building I would say quite quickly. What has amazed me, and it's probably because it's been so long since I've made a new account, is how slow it takes to get the resources. I don't know why I feel like it was so much quicker when I first did this, but it's been such a long time since actually making a new account and doing all of this. It feels like it's taking forever, but we're doing well. We'll go to this bear here, and then we'll kill the old chicken, because I say that it's the giant first. We have the giant in about 5 days, 4 or 5 days. Once we've done the giant, then we'll do the chicken, and we're just picking things up where needed for now. But we're still developing very well, I believe. Oh yeah. And then if we look on the events for the behemoth, we'll see how quickly we did it. So FYI, our server literally dropped on midnight. So this was 11th of the 5th, 0 UTC. So in less than 4 hours, we managed to build our fortress and take the bear. So I'll take that as a massive win. That was nice and quick. And then less than 12 hours after taking the bear, we managed to get the frame. And then our second alliance has just managed to take it today with 1 day afterwards. So I'm very happy, very, very happy. I'm not too sure what else there is to say after this. Like I've mentioned, we are only 1.5 days in. If there is anyone who would like to join the project, it is a day and a half, but is, in the grand scheme of things, it's a short period of time. If you do want to join and catch up, let me know and we'll see if we can do something for you. But for the meantime, for us, it's now waiting for Strongest Lord event. We'll see who pushes, and then we can actually see what kind of state the server is really in, what our power is actually looking like. But at this moment in time, it's incredibly well. We've got a lot to do. We're only in season 1. We're only in zone 1, so we have the final zones, and then ideally when we get to the final zone and we take the dragon, it can be a unified server with those with the GOK family. But yeah, as I mentioned, at the moment, I'm very happy. Everyone in the project is very happy. It's exceeded expectations. It's done incredibly well, and I'm very proud of how well the leadership has done. I'm proud of how well the players have done, and I'm so happy. Everyone's happy. So I'm so happy. Everyone's happy. But yeah, I think that's all for me. I'll wrap it up here. As you can see, this is my account. If anyone wants any other videos on anything else going forward, let me know. I think I'll throw some like random videos here and there on certain things, certain topics. It might be the behemoths. We have the giant coming up. I did originally want to do the bear behemoth, but the timing of it just wasn't good for me to get this recorded at the same time. So I'm just when we're doing the giant, I will try to get that recorded, and same with the rest. But if there's anything else you guys want to see from me, let me know and I'll see what I can do. But until then, peace and love, and I'll see y'all later.